everywhere burst few hours ago as the video that Tinubu never wanted to leak out finally leaked out. The minister of Tinubu copied the video from Tinubu's phone, and as if that is not enough, they never expected that the video can leak out few hours ago. Now the video I finally showcased, this is a video that they never want protesters to see. Amidst the protest that is ravaging the country, they're doing everything possible to just silence the protesters. They're doing everything possible to suppress the voice of the people and all, and they're doing everything possible to just end the protest. But as if that is not enough, what they never want protesters to see I finally leaked out few hours ago now, and they asking media houses to take down the video and delete it. But before they delete the video, let me show you the video. In this very video, they never expected that the video can leak out at this very crucial time. This is not the time that it's supposed to leak out. So if you can share this video, just do well to share it. Share to different social media platforms, let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, ensure you click the red subscription button that is showcasing on your video screen right now, and at the same time click the notification bell alongside so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. Kasala is bursting everywhere in the political space right now. Since when we started the protest from August 1, a lot of things have been happening in Nigeria. A lot of irregularities have been taking place. The protest that is protesting in the southern part of Nigeria, I made it known in many of my videos. I said it's different from the one that is ongoing in the northern part of Nigeria. The agitations of the northerners have finally diverged from what the actual agitation of the protest is all about. The agitations of the northerners is now different from the agitation of the southern people. The southern people remain on their agitation that they made even before the protest. They said Tinubu must reduce the cost of governance. They said Tinubu must reduce the price of fuel to around 200. They said Tinubu must make food available for everybody to see and eat in the country. They said the cost of living of Nigeria must reduce. That's what they're demanding in the southern part of Nigeria. But in the northern part of Nigeria, they're now demanding that Tinubu must go, and they demanded that Putin should come and rescue them, and some of them are demanding that Cook should take over Nigeria and all. That is what a lot of them are saying in the northern part of Nigeria. And Tinubu government are laying more focus on the northerners now because they see them as a bigger threat in Nigeria right now. Now, a lot of things is ongoing in the northern part of Nigeria. Now, something tragic happened few hours ago, which I want to open your eyes to sharp one. I'm not going to delay you on this very video. I'm not going to waste your data on this very video because I want to go straight to the video I'm going to show you now, because Tinubu video leaked out few hours ago. They never expected that this video can leak out. It was the minister of Tinubu that copied out the video, and they never expected that everybody can come across what really happened. They have been disgracing Tinubu right from time. When Tinubu made the speech, when the protest started from August 1, a lot of people were saying that Tinubu should come and talk about the agitations of the people, how he want to solve the problem of the people, how he want to attend to the hunger agitation, how he want to reduce the cost of governance and all. But when Tinubu came out on Sunday, which was this last week Sunday, Tinubu addressed the nation based on the protest that is ongoing. But the people rejected the speech of Tinubu because they said Tinubu never attended to their agitations, and they continued the protest. They said no, it is until Tinubu attend to the agitation, they won't rest, they won't leave the street. Even till August 10, they said even after August 10, they will still be coming out for the protest, that if police should do any brutality to attack them, they said they too will harmonize themselves, they will weaponize themselves. I play you the video in the last video that I dropped on this platform. They said they will harmonize themselves. Nigeria said they will weaponize themselves against police, that it to be 1-to-1. That was what they said. Now, something tragic happened few hours ago. The video of Tinubu leaked out, and they never want protesters to see the video. They're telling the media houses to take off the video and delete it. Now, I want to play you the video in this very video for you to see what is ongoing in Nigeria. So if you can share this video, just do well to share it. Share to different social media platforms, share it to groups, share it to personalities, share it to different people. Let it go viral. Let a lot of people know what is going on in Nigeria. And if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Now, before I show you the secret video of Tinubu that was copied by a minister, let me show you what is ongoing in the street of Nigeria right now. Nigerians are crying. The protest is becoming hotter and hotter every day. Tinubu is in serious trouble at the moment based on what is going on. Just stay connected, watch this video, and when I come back, I'm going to play you the video of Tinubu that was copied. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
So when I come around 7 o'clock, I found that different cars, boys were drinking. They carried their chassis, they were drinking everywhere, smoking. So they now asked us to join them. We said no, we have not seen their face before. We are waiting for our team. We know the people, we have seen our face. Then let's wait for people we always protest together to come. Before I know, they start beating me. They were beating me and hit me. Look at my face. They hit me and hand over me to police. Police keep me inside police van. Till now, when these boys they come out, they now protest towards them. They have seen the riot. They start throwing tear gas.
Yes.
Before they free me to go, they tell me to go and never come back again. Mr. President has not addressed us. Let him tell us that fuel is 200 and see whether this protest will continue. We will not stop this protest. We will not stop it. We are hungry. A hungry man is an angry man.
Yes.
Mr. President, we have respect you enough.
Yes.
We are all from Nigeria.
Yes.
We are not from Niger. We are not from America. Yeah. We are from Nigerians. Please, Mr. President, we are asking you, bring down this fuel. Take back the fuel subsidy. We have tried a lot. We are hungry. Our children are hungry. We can't feed anymore, Mr. President.
I saw some boys that never stop. And immediately I got and they said I should come over this way if I'm part of the protesters. I looked at them, I was like, no. I crossed over to the other side where I saw the police vans parked. And on getting to the other side, I saw two men, I was just talking to them. And next thing, three men crossed over to me and they asked me, am I with the protesters? I said yes. Immediately they started slapping me and beating me. And one was trying to open my mouth, the other two were dragging my phone. They wanted my phone. I was like, what's happened? And we had a clash. We started arguing and fighting. And these policemen that were there, vans were parked there, they were all folding their hands and watching. Immediately, some civil defense officers that were there were the ones that were now trying to like shout. And then the police people came and said I'm arrested for protesting. I am not comfortable myself, my boss. I am not comfortable at all because I don't understand how the states will have one commissioner and will have different orders flying around. The commissioner cannot call these other boys to order because they will say there's an order from above. So what order from above is it to shoot at the peaceful protesters? Because the boys that came with guns. I saw it in my own eyes. They came with guns, knives, daggers and the rest.
We can't be having a peaceful protest. As at yesterday, the Commissioner of Police of Rivers State said we can gather at Pleasure Park and Apali Park, right? It was in the news. So we don't know, we are not aware of those boys who came there as early as 6 a.m. to harass people who are not holding guns, who are not holding sticks, to harass them, collect their phones. Not Cameroonians, we are not Kenyans, we are citizens of this country. We've come with our demand for you to do something, and till now you're not doing. This is day 6 peacefully, and today we don't know where they send them from. Some of them are claiming it's order from above. Some of them are saying it's power from above. We don't want to know.
Thank you for staying connected. You can see what is ongoing in Nigeria. The people have been complaining. The peaceful protesters, they've been complaining. You know, they said the brutality of the Nigerian police force is too much. Even when they are on their lane, the police will still come to still brutalize them, to still intimidate them. And these people continue on their agitation. You can hear what this guy say. Those are the things that are happening in Nigeria. I saw a video posted by Channel Television where protesters were making peaceful protests in Lagos State precisely. Thugs came out from the other side of the road and police were there. It's not 2 police, it's not 3 police. Before they will make excuse that it is only 1 police or 2 police that is there, that what can 2 police or 1 police do among 10 thugs and all? You know, the police that were there, they were up to 10 or 11. Now thugs came out, thugs that are not even up to 6. They came out from the other side of the road and they began to attack protesters. Then the protesters were challenging the police. After the protesters ran away, they came back to meet the police. They said, what is the essence of the police standing with them on the protest ground and they saw thugs beating them with stick and they couldn't do anything? What have the peaceful protesters done wrong? The police couldn't provide an answer. Now it is very obvious that when TINUBU made his speech on Sunday, he addressed the fact that some people actually lost their life from the day 1 and day 2 of the protest, and TINUBU only addresses shallowly. He never talked about the police force that took the life of those people. They never talk about how they're going to bring the police involved to book. They never talk about how they're going to jail them or prosecute them or all of that. They never talk about it. Now the life of those people does not count. The life of Nigerians doesn't count. The life of the citizens doesn't count to these people. But I said this in one of my videos. I said, I don't even that it is the son of a minister or the son of a senator or even TINUBU's son that go with the protest, that lost his life in such a protest. Nigeria will go down. Nigeria will burn down. That is what is happening now. More than 20 people actually lost their life according to a report that is on media. Yet nothing is being done. They didn't bring any police to book. They didn't do anything, and yet the brutality continues. And the police now, they are now working in hand. They are now working in hand. Their talks are now working together. Their works are now interwoven. You can hear what those guys said. Talks beat them and talks hand over peaceful protesters to Nigeria police. Where on earth is this happening? This same thing happened in course of the election, where talks hijack different polling units in Lagos State precisely, telling people to vote for. If you are not voting for APC, go back to your house. The same thing is happening. The government of the day, they are now using talks. Talking is now a lucrative business in Nigeria. That's what is happening. What are we encouraging in the country now? Let me play you a video now. As I'm playing this video, just watch attentively. I want TINUBU to see this video. You should see example of a leader. It happened in Nigeria. Then after this short video, you will see the video of TINUBU that was copied from his phone that leaked out few hours ago, that is causing the trouble that they don't want protesters to see. So if you can share the video, just do it to share it as you're watching it. If you can't share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up. Just stay connected. Let me show you the video. When I come back, I'll show you TINUBU's video. I'm coming back again.
You know that we have only one state. Our pride is Calabar. Our pride is Calabar. When we destroy Calabar, after all of this, nobody will come. The pain, the agony, the hunger will be too much. If we check all countries that starts this way, they end up with a revolution. It never ends. It turns to full-blown war. Every one of us will go down. I pray that God should touch everybody's soul here. You are here as my people. You know how many times I've cried for this state. God knows. Cross River State is one of the states with the lowest income. Please, we're all young people. You all know, I always tell you that I was born into a very poor family. So I know what you go through. That is why I started trying to do industries that can create jobs. Asked in the name of God whether this state has money to pay for those industries. We're struggling. I see your hardship, I see the pain. Unfortunately, that's what I have. If we check out of 36 states, Cross River is there at the bottom. I'm not owing salary. I'm not owing pension. I've appointed 6,000 people. I've taken another youths, 20,000 youths. I'm doing all of this because I know the situation. Please, all of you should join me to protect our state. Calabar is the pride of the whole country. Our carnival will go down. Everything we have will go down. After the looting, after everything, it can only last for a while. Then all the people run away. What will be left? Don't allow outsiders to infiltrate and destroy our state. I beg you. Anybody who is that nobody is perfect. I am not perfect. I ask that you should all please stand with me. If you see my heart, I wish I can make every one of you here a billionaire.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. Now, you can see the example of a leader. That's the former Cross River governor. You know, that's a typical example of a leader. Even though he's telling them lies in that very protest ground and all, at least he came submissively, he came humbly, and he got the attention of his people. Nigerians are not tout. Nigerians are not gangsters. They listen to people when people come to them submissively. You can't be coming to your people arrogantly. They said a hungry man is an angry man. You can't go to an angry man with your full pride. That was what TINUBU did in course of the speech that he gave. He never attended to the agitation of the people. Now the people are saying that that speech is not for them, that speech is for his pocket. Now, as if that is not enough, they released another video that TINUBU made another speech, and that's where the issue come from. Kasala burst few hours ago, and TINUBU was angered because they be disgracing TINUBU up and down. The people that TINUBU put in his cabinet, they be disgracing him. You can't imagine that the speech that TINUBU read on Sunday, that speech was copied. A lot of people saw the message that Tinubu wanted to pass across to Nigeria. A lot of people saw the speech 9 hours before Tinubu came out to read it at all. They saw it circulated on media as Tinubu was reading it on Sunday around 7 a.m. Some people are reading it and not side with him. They already know what he wants to say. It have never happened in the history of any country. Tinubu put a lot of people that we don't even know. He put them on his cabinet now. They disgracing him now. The video of Tinubu finally leaked out. Just stay connected. You will hear from Arise News. If you can share this video, just do well to share it. If you can't share it, just like it. Like it, give the thumb up. As you stay connected, I'm coming back again.
The chairman and editor-in-chief of the This Day Arise Media Group, Prince Nduka Obaigbena, on Thursday hosted a government communication delegation led by the Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris, to a media parley at the Arise corporate office in Lagos. Obaigbena, while addressing the delegation, sought for better communication from the Tinubu government, saying that their actions have failed to communicate that the country is in dire straits. Speaking on economic hardship, Obaigbena said that he is very concerned about the poverty in the north.
We are very poor people. We are supposed to have a social register. I don't know what has happened to it. If all this student loan, they are okay. But the key issue is how are we taking care of the poorest of the poor? Put them on social register. Give them stipends against what is happening. As a Nigerian, I'm very concerned about the poverty in the north. You can see the riots and the rioters. No education. And yet the north has governed this country more than anybody else. So there is no nexus between political power holding and helping your people. So we also have to focus on the north. Like Awolowo said, illiteracy, hunger, and co are the biggest things that come. You have to face them squarely, ruthlessly. So if we want social cohesion, we have to do something about poverty in the north.
All right, I thought it was important to highlight this particular aspect of the chairman's speech. As you know, we talked about the Kaduna State Governor who had, had an interview last week on Newsnight, where he talked about the fact that 70% of Northerners are living below poverty line. And out of the 18.3 million Nigerian children that are out of school, 70% of them are in the northern states and 60% are unbanked. It is important that the chairman has come out to, also highlight the plight of the people in the north, because we saw the riots, like he mentioned. They were huge in the north. We saw these children holding the Russian flag, basically because of lack of education.
Absolutely.
Your take.
Absolutely. Let me start from this and just say that was a good visit yesterday. It gave Arise as an opportunity to speak to the communications team of the presidency, led by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mr. Mohammed Idris. That point is a point we've made. And Oji, I know in recent times you have been advocating for support to the north. Absolutely. In terms of especially in light of what played out during the protests. Say what you may, the truth is that that was a signal. They were speaking, even if you don't hear what they were speaking, their body language and the way they handled the protest demonstrated that they were speaking, that things are happening that we need to face. If not, we're going to have a situation on our hands that we possibly cannot contain, that would blow out of order. So the easy, quick wins. That's why when people talk about the Kano situation and the IT facility that was looted, that was the IT facility that these people needed in the first instance. It's very good. I'm not saying it's not good. But the first thing is that hungry people cannot learn. They can't go to school to learn anything. You can't raise entrepreneur among people that don't have food to eat. Where is the motivation to even learn? And then I thought Prophet Isa Abubakar made a very good point, that those guys that you see holding the Russian flags, you see a number of them on their faces. I don't even know if they knew the import of what they were doing. All they know is that they've been told, or they see that things are working in areas where the Russians interfered and there are coups there, and so that the same thing happened for them, which is absolutely and totally totally wrong. And so part of the communication is to engage with these people, but more importantly, feed them, provide infrastructure, as you're doing, alongside the other parts of the South. Now, going back to the first story and Mr. Bayo Ononuga and Mr. Ogra, the truth is that the video is an old video, and perhaps what Mr. Ogra was trying to do was to try and clean up the conversations or the criticisms of the president's speech on the fourth day of the protest. Okay, that he still said, and I thought that was a better speech than the first one, really emphasizing and saying, give us time, we'll be patient. He failed to say, though, that it was an old video. To be honest, we would have dug it out and seen that, oh, this is an old video. So maybe Mr. Ononuga went ahead.
What Ononuga was trying to
yes. But in the way he did it seemed as if he was, he was criticizing us. He should have just said, oh, I see it's just very brash. So there should be a softer way. A communication expert should know how to communicate effectively. Effective communication is saying something and the receiver hearing what it is that you intended to pass. If that doesn't work, then it has failed. So it just shows that.
But by the way, Bayo Ononuga has deleted this tweet, which I don't know why. Why did he have to delete the tweet? I mean, it just
saying the truth.
Because it then appears like he is buttressing their point, because the video is still there on the president's page. I believe it's still there on Ortega's page at the moment, and it appears like some sort of propaganda. It is not the truth. This video was taken on July 31st. But also in that video, the president was talking about, student loans, and he made promises about how he's going to help, Nigerians, especially with education. In the same vein, Bayo Ononuga, the special advisor on information and strategy to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has come under fire on social media after he stated through a post on X that a broadcast, which was posted on the president's official handle, was not a recent speech. In the clip, President Tinubu implored Nigerians to look beyond the present temporary pain and believe in the ability of his administration to turn things around. Tinubu also admitted that the current economic climate is tough on Nigerians, adding that his reforms would work.
This period may be hard on us, and there is no doubt that it's tough on us. But I urge you all to look beyond the present temporary pains and aim at the larger picture. All our good and helpful plans are in the works. More importantly, I know that it will work. Sadly, there was an unavoidable lag between subsidy removal and these plans coming fully online. However, we are swiftly closing the time gap. I plead with you, please have faith in our ability to deliver and in our concern for your well-being. We shall fulfill our promise to make education more affordable to all and provide loans to higher education students who may need them. No Nigerian student we have to abandon higher education because of lack of money. Our commitment is to promote the greatest good for the greatest number of our people. On principle, we shall never fall. I assure you, my fellow countrymen and women, that we are exiting the darkness to enter a new and glorious dawn.
Well, all right, you guys, you know that this video was first posted on the X account of Ortega Ogra, who is a senior special assistant to the president on new media, with the caption, "A passionate plea from President Bola Tinubu." Ortega had posted that tweet and, passing it off as if it was a new broadcast. And then minutes later, it was then posted on the official Twitter handle of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with this caption: "As we navigate through these temporary pains, please remember that every effort is being made to ensure a stable and prosperous future for all Nigerians. Our collective strength and unity will pave the way for a brighter tomorrow. We are in this together and we will overcome." But trust Bayo Ononuga to respond. I mean, like we've talked about on this table, there's no synergy between these media aides of the president. Bayo Ononuga actually went on to post the video, and he tweeted, he wrote, "Trending video of President Tinubu is an old video. The trending video of the president, which came out on Wednesday, is not a new video. It is a clip from the broadcast he made last year. President Tinubu has not made any other public statement since his last broadcast on Sunday," which is absolutely true, because this video was a video that came out when he was addressing the fuel subsidy, when he took out the fuel subsidy back in July, actually on July 31st to be precise. So Ortega, or whoever it is, took out a clip from that broadcast and posted it on the president's Twitter handle, passing it off as a new broadcast. I mean, of course, Bayo Ononuga will come under fire because Nigerians will not understand why Ortega had posted the video, and then he's coming out to say it's not a new video. But this is the conversation that a lot of us have had. They are disgracing Nigeria. They are disgracing the president. There is no point for this to happen. Before I come to you, though, in another development, a video of Ibrahim Zana Sunoma, a child's rights activist from Borno State, advocating for better education for Nigerian children, especially children facing insurgency in the north, has made the rounds on social media. Let's take a look.
If we see every child as our own child, then we won't be here today, because no parent, no leader, no government will want to see his child in a condition which no horror movie can explain. Education is the only tool that the child of a peasant farmer can become the most celebrated icon of tomorrow, and the challenges are very severe. Our schools are destroyed, our teachers killed, our parents murdered, our schools burned down, we are being kidnapped, and even just looking at the physical destruction itself, it's more than that. It's psychological, and it's something that will make you think that the future does not exist for you, because education is the future.
I must congratulate this young man. He's from Borno State, from Bama especially. I mean, he gave this interview back in March. But you could hear him, my heart broke when he talked about the fact that, you know, we do want education. Even if we had to sit on the floor, we will sit on the floor and learn. But you know what? The infrastructure and insecurity will not even allow us learn. Vimbai.
You know, that was so beautiful to watch, and he's eloquent, he's well-spoken, he drove his point home in a beautiful way. Now, you know, one thing that this season of protests has done is it has highlighted a lot of content creators from the north. There's a gentleman called Dan Bello, who I know is trending now, Bello Galandachi, who does his videos on TikTok. I know he looks more into politics and political situations in his own way. However, it's packed with data, packed with information. Now, what does this tell you? This tells you that there are some educated amongst them. What does it mean? There's so much potential. What do we need to do? We need to do a census and get the data so that we can understand who is where and what situation are they in. Because we continue to hurl out these figures, and then we see the young men, some people are saying they're from Niger. We don't, you know, there aren't exact facts about who they are and where they came from. So I think it's important for us to have a census so that we can understand the true data, statistics of the situation in the north, number one. And then number two, we always have to remember that where there is a lack of education, indoctrination is what replaces it. So when we say they're not educated, it doesn't mean that they don't have the capacity to be indoctrinated into something, which is what we need to be very, very careful of. Because if you see people carrying Russian flags, you see people joining extremism, that's indoctrination. The brain doesn't exist in a vacuum. The brain must be filled with something. So it's now up to us to fill their great brains with positivity and nation building so that they can be great contributors.
I mean, you made a valid point, which is really just the deficit that we are facing with nation building. Really, you know, he's highlighted insecurity. I'd like to take this story, Rufai, so you can tie them both together. We had a guest, Kevin Emmanuel, on the show this morning, Rufai, and he talked about the fact that, you know, what is it? Is it 60% or how many percent did he say of the economic situation in macroeconomic situation Nigerians are facing is from the NNPC. We have discussed this, Ayo, where we talked about Mele Kyari being the leader of NNPC, and he has to account to Nigerians. But I am glad that he has come out to say that, you know, he wants the probe to be televised. It needs to be televised. You know that say, the revolution must be televised. Rufai.
Truth is, Mr. Mele Kyari, nobody is witch hunting you or anything. It has to be said. NNPC under you has not worked. It's failed. You gave us a promise, for instance, that you said Port Harcourt refinery will be up and running by August.
Yes.
The promise, as at 9th of August, you are failing on the promise already. It's a litany of failed promises. Dangote refinery can't function. The shares you guys claim you bought in there, you can't complete your payment. All sorts of money. We're seeing sabotage. NNPC is supposed to be making money. Saudi Aramco is making money. What are we seeing here? We're seeing NNPC being a more money borrowing device now. We cannot continue this way. It's a very sad one. Nobody hates you. Secondly, as regards education in the North, it also has to be said, we make this mistake a lot. There's education, there's Western education, there's also Quranic education. Some of them have got Quranic education. But pervasively, the kind of education we're talking about is the education that makes them reason and they become better citizens. But that education, once you have hunger and poverty, you can never have it. Because all sorts of indoctrination will come in, and it's who that is feeding you that you would definitely subscribe to. And that's why in the case of Niger, it's easy to be able to use those young people for all sorts of heinous activities. So we need to start also looking at the education of the well-being of the people, the stomach education.
That's it.
The life education of those people, or else the country will not move forward. As regards, what was the other topic?
We had the Bio-Onanuga.
The truth is, and I just advised them, and this was what we was advising them yesterday about, there's no synergy. We see a rancorous house. It's as if everybody is trying to show that I'm better. It's not only Bio-Onanuga and Ortega that is having this fight. Bio-Onanuga and Ajuri has had this fight. So please, Mr. Bio-Onanuga and your people, Ajuri and all that, you guys need a retreat.
That's it.
Take yourselves out. You know where all of this comes from. If you don't have good interpersonal relationship, it will reflect in work and outlook.
That's it.
That's just it.
All right.
You guys sync in your WhatsApp group. Before you release anything, sync within yourself. Stop making it easy for us.
That's the
You're
point.
making it too easy.
Well, all right then.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see the play that is ongoing in Nigeria right now. You know, amidst all the protesting that is erupting in different places in the country, amidst the threat that the Northerners are giving just to change TINUBU from government or to shake the government of TINUBU, this is what the cabinets of TINUBU are actually doing. You know, this is a big disgrace to Nigeria that the speech that TINUBU gave on Sunday, it have never happened in the history of any country before, that the president is making a speech and the speech that the president gave leaked out. It has never happened in the history of any country. You know, the protest started from August 1, and this protest started like play. August 1, August 2, they quite a lot of protesters. More than 20 protesters, according to the report. The police took their life and all in the name of violence and all of that. And TINUBU came to address Nigeria around 7 a.m. A lot of people awaited the speech of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but it is very unfortunate that some people were actually reading the speech of TINUBU alongside the way he was reading in that 7 a.m. If TINUBU want to mention book like this, they will mention it before him, because they already see the speech of TINUBU. It leaked out like 9 hours even before TINUBU come to the pitch to make a speech at all. Even so, we attested to the fact that he know his way to the Aso Rock, he know how he got the speech even before TINUBU come out to read it at all. This is a big disgrace to Nigeria, and this is a big disgrace to the medias of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because this thing that actually happened in this very place, it have never happened in the history of any country. This is a total carelessness and all. You know, as if that is not enough, they came out after a few days when Nigerians rejected that speech, because according to report, TINUBU did not attend to the agitations of the people. The people listed out a lot of agitations. I mean the southern protests. You know, I told told you the agitation of the Southerners is different from the agitation of the Northerners. The Southerners come up with the fact that they want to stage a peaceful protest, and the protest will be on hunger. The hunger ravages the country, the poverty that is ravaging the country, and even they spoke about the cost of governance, that TINUBU need to reduce the cost of governance, and even fuel price and all. They said TINUBU should even start from fuel price. It should just reduce that fuel price to around 200 naira per liter. It should bring back the subsidy that the people have suffered enough. At least if they should reduce fuel price to around 200 naira per liter, even when the Northerners are demanding for 180 naira per liter, it's still almost the same thing. 200 naira, 180 is still almost the same thing, just 20 naira different. If they should reduce the fuel price, at least a lot of things will come down in the country. That's why a lot of people are saying now TINUBU came out, he not even attend to how he wants to reduce all those costs. He never talk about it. Rather, he was threatening Nigerians that they should still be enduring the suffering, and the people are saying that they can't endure it again, that they have gotten to the limits. When you're drawing an elastic, it will get to 11, the elastic will tell you that this thing is no more drawable. That's the point to which Nigerians are right now, and the Nigerians are saying that enough is enough. The hardship is too much, that the government cannot be enjoying on our behalf, because the same government will come out to be telling the people to be enduring, and they will be buying presidential yacht of 5 billion. They will be buying vehicles for the office of the first lady that is not constitutional. They will be buying SUV for the senators. More than 160 million naira is being allocated to each senators. Collectively like that, they allocated billions of naira to senators to buy their SUV cars, because senators came out to complain that the roads of Nigeria are not good, that they can't be cruising their former vehicles on the road of Nigeria. And mind you, those former vehicles are bought with millions of naira. They said they can't be cruising their car on the road of Nigeria again because it used to spoil their vehicle whenever they're coming from their constituency back to Abuja. And now tell me, whose responsibility it is to fix the road of Nigeria? Is it my responsibility to fix the road of Nigeria? The people that are supposed to be fixing the road of Nigeria, they are not having the temerity, the autonomy, the audacity, and the mind to be coming out to the general public and telling the people that the roads are bad. When you lack your responsibility, you still have the mind to come out and still state it that you can't do this thing, that you can't fix the road. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Who are they leaving the road for? Is it me? And as if that is not enough, they use your money and my money to buy them cars. These people are saying that there's no money in the country, but they can change their car. Nothing happened to their former car. It is not like their former cars is removing smoke and all. With the fast salary and the fat allowance that they're collecting, they still use our money, the taxpayer money, to buy car for themselves. And I say that is not enough. They say that TINUBU want to buy presidential jet again. Where on earth is this happening with the number of jets that Nigeria have? What do they want to use the presidential jet of over $100 million to do? Imagine. And they say that there's no money in the country. They're telling the people to be enduring, and they spending luxuriously in that Aso Rock chamber. They renovate the house of the vice president with billions of naira, and I say that is not enough. Few weeks after, they came out with another budget that they want to build a new house after renovating the house of the vice president Shetima. They say that they want to build a new house for Shetima. They allocated 21 billion, wasting the public fund, and they saying that there's no money in the country, and the people are saying no, enough is enough. They say Shetima that they use our money to build, as for coming out that if anybody should come out to process that person is an idiot. You can see what they are turning Nigerians to, and TINUBU is coming out, instead of him to attend to the agitation of the people, is coming out to be telling the people that they should still be enduring. Is it until they endure that everybody die in Nigeria? Is it until they endure that nobody have the capacity to survive in Nigeria again? The people cannot go to farm successfully because of insecurity in the country, and the same people are being called lazy people and all. Where on earth is this happening? And they're telling those kind of people to be enduring, that the government will do something. Now TINUBU is still putting them on scale, and I see that it's not enough. He never addressed how he wants to reduce the cost of governance. He never addressed how he wants to reduce the number of ministers that he have and all. He never addressed how he wants to reduce the salaries of the governors and all. That is what is happening in Nigeria, and Nigerians are saying it is until TINUBU attend to the agitation that they will not stop the protest. Even till August 10, if they like, the police should continue their brutality. That was what Nigerians are saying. I played the video in my former video that I dropped few hours ago. They said if they like, Nigerian police should be coming out and be brutalizing them. They said when the time comes that they will face Nigeria police, the brutality will be brutality to brutality. That was what Nigerians said. This is not my own word. I played the video in my former video. You hear it yourself. This is not my own personal word. Nigerians have been pushed to the wall, and they say that enough is enough. They need the dividends of their country. They can't be a citizen of Nigeria and yet they be lacking things in their country. They say they can't be a citizen of Nigeria, and some people that they put in power to serve them will now be bossing them, and they will be enjoying on their behalf with their own personal resources, with Nigerian resources. Where on earth is this happening? Now the people are not backing up. The protesters in the north, they are involving themselves in a riotic protest, which everybody actually kick against. Nobody want violence in Nigeria. Nobody want anarchy. Nigerians love the present government. That is why they say that the government should do something about the food scarcity and the high price of community of goods. They want TINUBU to be successful in this regime and administration. That is why they telling him to do the right thing now. But the Northerners are taking it to another level. They turn the peaceful protest to riotic one in the northern part of Nigeria. And a lot of things is actually going on in the north. They're saying that TINUBU must go, and they're saying that coup should take over the country. But we say not to coup in Nigeria. We don't want to see coup in Nigeria. We cherish our democracy in Nigeria. Whether we like it or not, the democracy of Nigeria will work and the new Nigeria will come. We don't want coup in Nigeria. Say no to violence, and that is what a lot of us are preaching. We say no to violence, just protest, make a peaceful protest, stay to agitation and leave the rest. That's what a lot of Nigerians are saying. TINUBU must attend to the agitations of the people. Now drop a opinion in the comment section of this video. What do you guys think regarding the video of TINUBU that was released few hours ago? You know, they said TINUBU just made another speech after Nigerians rejected the speech that he made on Sunday. They now make a former video of TINUBU, they make it out and they posted it on his page. They said TINUBU just make a new plea to Nigerians, even though Nigerians rejected the speech again. But now it finally leaked out that the speech that they claimed that TINUBU nearly made was an old speech, very old speech. It was last year. This is the disgrace that the cabinet of TINUBU are actually disgracing him. I don't know why they the right player in disgracing him like this. Drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. As I'm gonna take that for you, and share, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the bar, where politician with the do pass himself. What leader? Why you with the church? All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.